The USDA has a new forecast for consumer food prices out right now. And joining us for this week's Bottom Line is Neil Melancon. And Neil, the report's kind of like that lyric from The Who that says, "Meet the new boss, same as the old boss," right?
Well, that's certainly appropriate, AJ, as the forecast really hasn't changed too much. Grocery store prices for 2011 are still expected to increase by 3 to 4% this year, with many prices expected to rise even higher. For instance, beef and pork prices are expected to rise as much as 7 to 8% this year due to a combination of lower supply and higher prices for feed grains. The heat and the drought in Texas and the Midwest has caused a massive influx of cattle to go into feed yards, but that has dropped off significantly in the past 2 weeks, and in the next few months, prices will rise even higher as the supply drops off. Fresh fruits and vegetables, meanwhile, are expected to rise only 1.5 to 2% this year. A steady supply means that at least some price stability is going to go on in 2012, although prices for some items in this category will rise even further. As for where prices will go in 2012, it depends on 3 key factors. The first is the underlying costs, such as what I described for livestock earlier. If grain prices continue to rise, it will have a chain effect on end-user products such as the beef you buy in the grocery store. Also, outside markets like oil will negatively impact food prices if it continues to climb. The second key factor here is the economy. Now, although we're technically out of a recession, there's a lot of negative baggage weighing on us, such as the high unemployment and the specter of inflation, especially with more money being spent on food. Finally, the weather will also play its part. Bad weather will add to crop loss and the underlying costs associated with that, but it also affects transportation and shipping of our food, which consumers pay for. The bottom line here is that prices are expected to come down from 2011 highs, but that's a far from certain deal, and even if they do come down, AJ, in 2012, it won't be by much.
Thanks, Neil. And remember, you can listen to Neil's reports on the Louisiana Farm Bureau Radio Network. For the list of stations where you can tune in or listen, just click on over to our website, twilightTV.org, and look for the LFB radio link on the left side of the homepage. That does it for this week in Louisiana Agriculture. Be sure and join us again next week when our very own Kristen Oakes will show us how poultry research in North Louisiana is helping growers across the country. Until then, you can watch all of our stories online on our website, twilightTV.org. For all of us here at This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm AJ Sabine. We hope to see you right here next week.